Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
We welcome you to another broadcast of PBA basketball presented to you by Triangle Media by 1891. Got a good matchup for you here to get you ready for the Dothan Snipers and the Georgia Vipers, two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference of the PBA. Dothan coming in with a 7-2 overall record. Georgia with a tick better record at 8-2 and looking to capitalize on wins from the prior week. Dothan with a bit of a nail biter against the Montgomery Knights, defeating them 89-81. Meanwhile, for the Georgia Vipers, just a day later, they would go up against that same Montgomery Knights team and come away with a more decisive victory on their end, 102-78. And both teams looking to continue their stretch of great play. These teams have faced each other before, so they are very familiar with each other and looking to create some separation between themselves in the PBA Eastern Conference standings. This should be a very good one, as mentioned earlier, two of the top teams in the entire Eastern Conference. We will get you the starting lineups in just a moment. As the teams get ready for a tip-off, we are underway here in Dothan, Alabama. Georgia Vipers win the tip, and right out of the chute, three-pointer on the way is up and good for Cortez Cheney. Gets the scoring started for the Georgia Vipers. Three-point basket early on as Jalen Robinson brings it up into the front court. We have a whistle for a stoppage in play. Let's go ahead and give you the starting five for each team while we have a moment. For the Dothan Snipers, it will be number 1, Jalen Robinson, number 2, Jordan Neal, number 4, Trey Jackson, number 11, Jeremy Shannon, and number 21, Adrian Fulmar. For the Georgia Vipers, we have wearing number 0, Varian Moody, number 2, Daryl White, number 4, Cortez Cheney, who you just saw hit that three earlier, number 6, Cornelius Thomas, and number 23, Alquan Mendenhall. Jordan Neal getting ready to inbound on the near sideline, near our camera angle. And for the Georgia Vipers, in that win against the Montgomery Knights, a very well-balanced team victory for them. 5 different players in double figures. As Trey Jackson on the inbound, drives to the lane, can't finish. Neal on the putback, can't convert. And the Vipers are out in transition. Cross-court pass to White, utilizes the screen from Moody. A little back and forth. Mendenhall fires from 3 off front iron. Jackson comes down with the rebound for the Snipers. Into the front court, right in front of the Viper bench. A 3 rattles home to tie this one up at 3. Pushing it ahead, that is Cortez Cheney across the way. Moody coming over to try to help him out with a screen. Jeremy Shannon with some good defense there on Cheney. Puts his hand in the lane, that's Jalen Robinson. Tries to take it himself, draws the contact, and he will get himself to the line for 2 free throws. Gives us a chance to talk about Jalen Robinson in that victory over the Montgomery Knights. He had quite the game to lead them to victory. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 12 of 18 shooting from the field. Only 1 of 5 from 3, but he was able to make up for that later on. So, a quick correction, no free throws there. Instead, it's inbound to Jackson for 3 and launches that one from downtown. 2 threes right out of the gate for the Dothan Snipers as they are now ahead 6-3. Glad to have you with us here on Triangle Media by 1891. Cornelius Thomas on the drive, shakes his defender. A 3 on the step back. Pretty move there by Cornelius Thomas.
He's still not good.
Minute 20 gone by. Both teams with 6 points already. Robinson on the drive. Nice drive and dish on the double team. And Fulmar right there at the glass for the finish. 8-6 lead now for the Dothan Snipers. Cheney now into the front court. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Moody coming up for the screen. Cheney decides not to use it. Dribbles it off his leg. Gets it to Moody. Recovers it off the near steal by Fulmar. Cheney, baseline drive. Kicks it back out. White for 3. Off back iron. Robinson coming down with the rebound. 2-on-3 break here for the Snipers. Robinson. Jackson, he's feeling it from 3. Off back iron. Moody going up for the rebound. Save there, and it's a pass ahead to Cheney. Cross-court pass to Mendenhall. He'll try a corner three. Skims off front iron. Offensive rebound by Cornelius Thomas, and he gets the putback to knot it up at 8. Action going fast and furious here in the early going. About 2.5 minutes gone by here in this first quarter. Jackson into the front court. Georgia Vipers employing a little bit of a zone defense here, trying to feed it inside to Fulmar. Last touch by the Vipers, and it will stay with the Dothan Snipers. Jalen Robinson ready to inbound on the baseline. Robinson looking for somebody to toss it into. Bounce pass looking for Jeremy Shannon, but Trey Jackson picks it up just before it trickles out of bounds. Jackson on the drive, draws a contact, gets the basket, and he will get himself to the line for the and one. There's one thing the Dothan Snipers would love to improve on from their victory against the Montgomery Knights. It is their free throws. In that last game against Montgomery, only 12 of 25 from the line. So definitely a marked area of improvement that they will want to focus on. Jackson for the and one. Gets that one to drop nicely. It's now an 11-8 advantage for the Dothan Snipers. Thomas into the front court now. Jordan Neal coming up to play defense on him. Here's the drive. It slips out of White's hands and right into the hands of the Snipers. Robinson, nice bounce pass ahead to his teammate Jordan Neal for the finish. And the Snipers out to a 5-point lead early on. White dribbles toward the center circle, getting the offense set up for the Vipers. Fadeaway jumper right near the free throw circle. Nicely done there for the Vipers. Cuts the deficit to 3 as Jackson will bring it up into the front court. Fulmar coming up for the screen. Jackson trying again from 3 off left iron. And a whistle as both players going up for the board. And we have a foul. Looks to be a loose ball foul on Mendenhall. So that'll be his first. Snipers maintaining possession. Robinson on the baseline inbound. Bounces it to Fulmar. Back to Robinson. Robinson terminates the dribble. Finds Jackson beyond the three-point line. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Jackson needs to make a decision here. Uses the screen from Shannon. Jackson tries to bounce it to Shannon. And it will actually be a turnover back to the Vipers. Good steal there by Cornelius Thomas. Thomas pulls up and launches from 3 to lock it up at 13. 4 minutes gone by. Some good action going on here in Dothan, Alabama. Robinson on the drive. Finds Neal in the corner. Neal dribbles right into the double team. In a little bit of trouble. Finds some help here from Fulmar. Fulmar will launch from 3. Line drive shot doesn't go. He gets his own rebound off the hand of Shannon. Kicks it out back to Jordan Neal. He tries from 3 off right iron. Rebound by the Vipers, and it is knocked out of bounds as Thomas tried to push it ahead for Georgia. Clock stops at 5:33, and we have some substitutions coming in for the Georgia Vipers. We'll get you introduced to them here in just a moment. Izell Pierce checking in for the first time. In addition to John Tavis Miles, seeing some of his first minutes in this one. Thomas, bad pass there, and it is a steal for the Snipers. Fulmar picking up the loose ball and finds Jackson near center court. Jackson pulls up from the free throw line. An aggressive shot, can't connect. Knocked out of bounds by the Snipers as Thomas was going up for that rebound for the Vipers. Cheney on the inbound. Here come the Vipers, bringing it up into the front court. That is Darrell White. Finds Izell Pierce near the scorer's table. Pierce drives to his right-hand side, to the baseline. Gets the basket, but they will call it an offensive foul, and Pierce will not get credit for the bucket. All of the Dothan Snipers pointing the other direction, saying it was an offensive foul. 4:59 left in this first quarter, halfway through. In this matchup between the Dothan Snipers and the Georgia Vipers, all tied up at 13. Shannon into the front court, dribbles his way through the defense and goes coast to coast for the finish. Nicely done. 15-13 lead now for the Snipers. Cheney stops and pops from 3 off front iron. Shannon tracks down the rebound for the Snipers. Leaves it for Jackson. He'll bring it up and take command of the offense. Jackson to his left. There's a switch there by the Vipers. Fulmar drifting along the three-point line. Backs inside. Fadeaway jumper at the free throw line. Can't connect. White comes down with the rebound for the Vipers. Pushing it ahead, Cheney. A 3 in front of the Snipers bench. Bang, bang. Vipers now in front 16-15. 4:12 left in this first quarter. And the Vipers looking to implement a little full-court pressure defense. Jordan Neal finds a seam. Can't finish at the glass. A rebound there for the Vipers, and here they come the other way. Pierce into the front court. Leaves it for Cheney. A bit of a bad pass, but recovered there nicely. Thomas, a 3 on the way, knocks it down, and that's actually going to be a 2. They ruled his foot was on the line, and a 4-point lead now for the Vipers. A timeout by the Dothan Snipers. Good start here for both teams. Vipers with their largest lead of the quarter. 3:47 left in the first. It's 18-14. You're watching PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891. And back to action we go. Bad pass and a turnover into the backcourt. Good heads-up play there by Miles, and finds Darrell White for the finish. Vipers now up by 6, 3:38 to go here in this first quarter. Bounce pass ahead to Jackson. Jackson trying to feed it. Last touch there by the Vipers. It will stay with the Snipers. Clock stops at 3:33 left in this first quarter. Jackson on the baseline inbound. Finds Fulmar in front of the near corner. Fulmar backing in. Bounce pass now to Jalen Robinson. Robinson utilizes the Fulmar screen, goes to his right, kicks it out. Jackson, corner 3, knocks it down. It's now 20-17. Both teams really feeling it from long range so far. Darrell White brings it up, stops and pops for a response, can't connect. Jackson with the rebound. Robinson jogs it into the front court, crosses it up, tries to go behind the back on the dribble, nearly loses possession, tries to save it, but his foot lands out of bounds. A turnover by the Snipers, and it goes right back to the Vipers. Good defense there by Georgia. 2:55 left in this first quarter. Substitution coming in for the Dothan Snipers. We'll get that player identified here in just a moment. Vipers on the inbound. Darrell White into the front court now. Vipers in their purple and black uniforms. Thomas, nice feed inside to the basket and getting the and one opportunity. Izell Pierce was in the right place at the right time on the low block, and he was ready for that pass down low. Georgia Vipers in that last game against the Montgomery Knights, 18 of 23 from the line, as Pierce cannot connect on that one. And that is Jordan Allen, who last touched it. He was the substitution that came in for the Dothan Snipers. And loses it out of bounds. It will stay with Georgia. 2:41 left in the first, as Darrell White is ready to inbound it for the Vipers. Good crowd on hand here for this one. Between two of the top teams in the PBA Eastern Conference. Lofts the inbound pass to Pierce. Pierce kicks it out. A 3 on the way. Drains that one down. And the Vipers now have an 8-point lead, their largest of the quarter. 2:30 left here in the first. Jalen Robinson, sworn by a double team, kicks it out to Jeremy Shannon. Shannon on the baseline drive, finishes nicely off the glass. Snipers now trail by 6. Pierce into the front court, 2:16 left. Thomas crosses it over, back to Pierce. Had a hard time handling that hot potato, but recovered nicely by Cheney. Cheney to Pierce, top of the three-point arc, kicks out to White, baseline drive, goes to the glass for the nice finish with the right hand. 27-19 now in favor of the Vipers. Robinson into the front court, trying to shake that full court press defense, and does. 3 ball from the corner, and it's nicely drained down there by Jordan Allen, who had just checked in a bit ago. Cuts the deficit to 5 here, 1:24 left in the first. Darrell White backs it out towards the center circle. Pierce coming up for the screen. White goes to his left. Nice head fake. Baseline drive, finds a cutting Cornelius Thomas for the finish. Good movement there off the ball. 1:07 left. Vipers up 29-22. Shannon takes the pass into the front court. Bumping shoulders with Cheney, and they will call Cheney for the body bump. 1:01 left to go here in the first. good action here in the first quarter between two of these teams, two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, and you're seeing why early on. Allen ready to inbound it on the baseline, the sideline rather. Finds Jordan Neal at the top of the three-point arc. Neal retreats, utilizes the screen. Jump stop, doesn't finish. Jordan Allen with the putback. Brings the Snipers back to within 5. 47 seconds left in the first. White into the front court. Retreats toward the scorer's table. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Jeremy Shannon locking him down on defense. White, baseline drive. Good read there by Jordan Allen, and it is looks like a foul on the drive there, so it will stay with the Vipers. And if I'm understanding correctly, they called that foul on Jordan Neal. Some of the fans in a little bit of disbelief there, as Cheney ready to inbound on the baseline for the Vipers. 34 seconds left in this first quarter. Some of the kids in the crowd chanting defense here for the Dothan Snipers. Cheney on the inbound on the baseline. Oh, nice feed there to Miles for the finish as he was ready down low. Defensive breakdown there for the Snipers. 26 seconds left. Vipers going with that full court defense again. Stop and pop three from Jordan Allen. Missed everything. Thomas was there ready for the rebound. 17 seconds left in the first. Miles, baseline drive. Can't connect. Loose ball goes to Cheney. 10 seconds left in the quarter. A three on the way. Far corner three. Puts the Vipers up by 10. 3 seconds left is a turnover. Cheney to end the quarter. Gets it to go. And that is how this first quarter will end. And so the Georgia Vipers off to a strong start here. 34-24 at the end of one. You are watching PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891. We will be right back.
Whoa! Personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the Waterproof Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you. Woo. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish.
Get yours at manscaped.com.
What happens when everything we know about something changes?
I tell people all the time, this is the best American story you never heard.
We're out hitting the pavement, talking to restaurants, talking to bars.
I don't think of myself as a whiskey salesperson. I want you to know his name.
Drink by drink, we're bringing this story to light.
When we have to step back through the pages of history.
It's so much more than whiskey. It's so much more than a brand. It's a movement.
When we have to make amends and pay respect.
We're honoring the greatest whiskey maker the world never knew. And it's beautiful.
And give credit where credit is due.
Uncle Nearest is the godfather of Tennessee whiskey, and the world needs to know it.
What happens? We do it. Uncle Nearest, it's more than whiskey.
Welcome back to the second quarter of action as we are ready to go here from Dothan, Alabama. That last basket making a 36-24 advantage for the Vipers. And Jamarcus Nunnally gets the three for the first bucket of the second quarter. And pushing it ahead, Mendenhall, a three in response. A bit strong off front iron. Offensive rebound tracked down by the Vipers, but coming down out of bounds makes it a turnover. Good effort there, however, by Anthony Daniels, who's seeing some of his first minutes. On the inbound, it is Trey Jackson. Snipers trailing by 9. Jackson dribbling around. Drives in on Darrell White, and a tough finish right at the glass. Nicely done there by Trey Jackson. Quick 5-0 run here for the Snipers, bringing it back to within 7. Darrell White feeding it. A three at the far corner. Can't connect. Mendenhall, the offensive rebound. Can't convert. Robinson comes down with the board instead for the Snipers. Pushing it ahead to Fulmar. Fulmar into the key. Draws some contact, and he will get himself to the line for 2 free throws. Foul called on Jason Sipley's. Seeing some of his first minutes for the Georgia Vipers. You can't miss him. He is easily the tallest player on the floor so far. And so Adrian Fulmar will have 2 free throws, a chance to bring the Snipers to within 5. First free throw, line drive miss off the front iron. Fulmar had a nice game against the Montgomery Knights. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of 8 shooting, and 3 of 4 from the line. First free throw missed. Second one on the way. Too strong. And Sipley's comes down with the rebound. Passing it ahead to Cheney, who gets into the front court. A 3 on the way once again for the Vipers. Can't connect. Sipley's trying to tap that one in, but instead it's a rebound to Nunnally. Nunnally backs away for 3 over Sipley's. Misses everything. It's an air ball. However, last touch by Anthony Daniels, and it will remain with the Snipers. So a bit of a break there for the Dothan Snipers. Nunnally getting ready to inbound on the baseline. Mendenhall providing the defense, and we have a lane violation on Mendenhall. Had his foot on the line as he tried to play defense there on the inbound.
Oh my God.
And so instead, they will summon Jalen Robinson to inbound on the baseline. Robinson lofts it to Jackson near center court. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Jackson to his right. A long 3 on the way. Air mails that one, and it will bounce harmlessly out of bounds, going right back to the Vipers. And we have a whistle, perhaps an issue with the clock. It looks like we may have a substitution as well, if not now, perhaps at the next dead ball. And the referee looking at the scoreboard. They're trying to get the time corrected, and that's what they're working on currently. And so we're all rectified here. 8:19 left in the first half. Vipers head 36-29. Mendenhall pushing it ahead. Cheney. Back to Mendenhall. Thought about the mid-range jumper, but did not take it. Sipley's fadeaway jumper, and he made that one look way too easy. Vipers ahead by 9. 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Robinson bringing it into the front court. Uses the Fulmar screen to his right. Drives inside, looking for Fulmar. Instead, it goes right to Des Cole. He can't finish. Offensive rebound, and it will be a foul as Fulmar drew the contact, and he gets himself to the line for 2 more free throws. And so Fulmar, first free throw on the way, gets that one to drop. 38-30 now in favor of the Vipers. Really took control of this one towards the end of that first quarter with a big time flurry. Second free throw on the way, off front iron. Cheney with the rebound for the Vipers. Cheney pushes it ahead himself, and we have a turnover going back to the Snipers. Looks to be a off-the-ball foul on the Vipers on that last possession, and we have a sniper who's a little slow to get up. That was Jamarcus Nunnally, but he seems to be okay. He will head to the bench in the meantime, and it will be Octavius Thomas who checks in his place. .7:38 remaining here in the first half. Georgia Vipers with a 38-30 lead. They've been in control of this one from the latter half of the first quarter. Octavius Thomas into the front court. He is at the controls for the Snipers. Daniels coming up to play defense on him. Thomas, a 3 from the top of the arc. Can't connect. Vipers come down with another rebound. Mendenhall giving them some nice minutes here. Cheney into the front court now. 7:18 left in the first half. Cheney looking down low for Daniels. Cycles it around to White instead. White on the drive. Daniels trying to get out of his way. And draws a double team as a turnover right to Robinson. Robinson on the drive. Left-handed finish at the glass. Nicely done there, and the Snipers now trail by 6. White nearly, and that's actually Cornelius Thomas, beg your pardon, nearly dribbled it off his leg out of bounds. Cheney utilizing the screen from Daniels. Cheney back to his right, off the glass, gets the basket, and is that an and one? It certainly is. Cheney getting the contact and the basket, and with this free throw has a chance to put the Vipers back up by 9. In fact, Cheney in that win against the Montgomery Knights, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, did a little bit of everything for them. As he gets that free throw to connect, 41-32 now for the Vipers, 6:38 remaining in this first half. Snipers need to put together a bit of a run here because this game could be in danger of slipping away from them early. Fulmar, right in front of the three-point line. Can't connect there, but a nice tip in by Octavius Thomas. Deficit is now 7, 6:22 remaining in the first half. Cheney directing traffic, gets into the front court. 3 on the way, rattles in and out. Ball bounces to the deck, and it is a rebound for the Snipers. Pushing it ahead to Robinson. Jalen Robinson drives with the left shoulder. Neal can't finish. Rebound goes right back to Mendenhall. Here come the Vipers the other way. White on the drive, goes up and under. Hard contact. He hits the deck, but he does get himself to the line for his troubles. Clock stopped with 6:02 left in the first half. And it will be Darrell White to the line for 2 free throws. Chance to put the Vipers back up by 9. First free throw on the way from White is up and good. And we have some substitutions as looked to be Daniels who was going to head out, but one of the referees needs to have a chance to speak with the head coach for Dothan. And we have a full timeout on the floor. 6:02 remaining in this first half. 42-34 lead for the Georgia Vipers. You're watching PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Dothan, Alabama for this matchup between the Dothan Snipers and the Georgia Vipers. Philip Kern here on the call for Triangle Media by 1891. Glad you're able to join us for this one. A highly anticipated matchup between two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference for the PBA. Georgia 8-2 overall. Dothan just a little bit behind them at 7-2. Darrell White to the line for the first of 2 free throws, and he actually rattles that home. Actually, it was just an and one, beg your pardon there. Georgia Vipers up by 9 now. 5:58 left to go here in this first half. Octavius Thomas into the front court. See if Dothan can put together a run here. It seems like anytime they try to mount a response, Georgia has an answer for them, and that will be a nice start there. Jordan Neal drains the 3 to bring them back to within 6. Cornelius Thomas on the drive towards the Dothan bench. Daniels, nice feed inside. Moody, nice give and go there for the finish to Cornelius Thomas. Georgia Vipers now back up by 8. Nice ball movement there for the Vipers. Robinson into the front court now. Octavius Thomas seeing some extended minutes. Jordan Neal, step back, drives in, kicks it back out to Thomas. Cole comes out to help him, but Thomas instead takes it himself. Thomas loses it, and it's a 24-second violation. Lack of awareness there for how much time is left on the shot clock, and it's a costly turnover for Dothan. Cortez Cheney now bringing it up into the front court. And an early whistle just as Cheney brought it into the front court. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4:55 left in the first half. Georgia maintaining an 8-point lead, 45-37 over the Dothan Snipers. We will have more PBA basketball right after this. Welcome back to Dothan, Alabama. 4:55 left in this first half. The Georgia Vipers ahead 45-37 over the Dothan Snipers. Philip Kern here on the call for Triangle Media by 1891. Good matchup we've had here so far between two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. It has lived up to the expectations so far. Mendenhall on the inbound on the near sideline finds Moody on the block. Moody, actually I beg your pardon, that's Adrian Spellman. Stand corrected there. Loses it out of bounds, and it will be a turnover back to the Dothan Snipers. Jalen Robinson on the inbound. And the Georgia Vipers continuing to implement that full court press defense. Robinson on the drive, spins around, fades away, rattles that one home, and that's a big bucket there that was needed by the Dothan Snipers. 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Cheney utilizing the screen from Spellman, looking for him on the give and go, but instead has to kick it back around to Cornelius Thomas. Nice overplay there by the Dothan Snipers. 3-on-1 break if they're able to capitalize. Good teamwork there as Jamarcus Nunnally there for the finish. And now all of a sudden the Snipers putting together a little bit of a run. They are now trailing by 4. Cornelius Thomas into the front court. Goes to his right. Setting it up for Mendenhall. Thomas bringing up the screen, but instead it's going to be Daniels, and he doesn't use either one. Mendenhall, wild shot for 3. Can't connect. Offensive rebound by Cornelius Thomas. Can't connect either. Jordan Neal with the rebound for the Snipers. They could cut to within a basket, and they will. Good transition offense there, and the finish for Jalen Robinson. And now it's time for the Georgia Vipers to talk things over. 3:33 remaining in the first half. It's becoming a ball game again. The Snipers trailing 45-43. More PBA basketball coming up after this. .333 left in this first half in a game that Georgia had led by as many as 9, but all of a sudden they find themselves in a one-score game. Right out of the timeout, Spellman. Fadeaway jumper, misses everything. Mendenhall with the offensive rebound. He can't connect either. And here come the Snipers. Fulmar. Nice feed to Jordan Neal for the finish at the glass. And look at that. We have a tie game with 3:10 left in the second quarter. Good comeback here by the Snipers as the Vipers have gone cold from the field all of a sudden. Cheney fielding the double team. Bad pass there on the turnover. Neal out in front in transition. Neal at the rim for the finish, and the Snipers are out in front once again. Haven't had a lead since the first quarter, and it's been quite the climb to get there. Vipers trying to respond here. They've gone cold from the field. Thomas going to his right. Spellman trying to set a position down the low block. Instead, they cycle it around to Cheney. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Cheney, a 3 to respond, and he rattles that one home. The Vipers back out in front by 1. Inbound, Fulmar tracks it down. That is Nunnally now with possession. Nunnally being guarded closely by Cheney. Goes to his left. Retreats toward the scorer's table. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Shannon with the screen. Nunnally, a 3. Too strong off back iron. Shannon comes down with the rebound for a new possession. Another 3 on the way. Can't connect. Spellman with another rebound. Pushing it ahead to Cornelius Thomas. Thomas finds Cheney in transition. Gets the basket. The late contact will get him to the line. A back and forth affair here as we're coming up on the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. Vipers up by 3, and we have some substitutions to report. Primarily, it looks like on the Georgia Vipers side of things. Cheney at the line for the and one. Rims that one through, and the Vipers back up by 4. Nunnally on the baseline inbound finds Jalen Robinson. Robinson back to Nunnally. Good overplay there by Miles. Forces a turnover. It goes back to the Vipers. I'll tell you what, that length of the Viper defense has been causing the Snipers a lot of problems here so far in this first half. Pushing it ahead on this possession here. Cornelius Thomas on the near corner. Thought about the three. Steps right inside the three-point line for the jumper. Can't connect. Shannon had the rebound for a moment, but it goes to Fulmar instead. Now to Nunnally. He stops and pops from three. Rattles that one out. Cornelius Thomas with the rebound. 1:25 left in the first half. Mendenhall, a three. Off front iron. Offensive rebound to the Vipers. Cheney a three. Too strong. Mendenhall tries to tip it. Still up in the air. Snipers recover. 2-on-1 break here. Robinson goes up and under. Lost it. Neal recovered. He can't finish. Follows up his own miss and puts it back. 1:05 left in this first half. Still only a 2-point game between these two teams. Final minute of play here in this first half. White thought about the baseline drive, but floats around the three-point line instead. He'll launch from three. Off right iron. Mendenhall had it for just a moment. Lands out of bounds as one of his teammates tried to track that one down, but too little too late on that one. And so the Snipers have possession with the chance to either tie or take the lead with 47 seconds left in this first half. Jackson on the inbound, checking back in here. Into the front court is Jordan Neal. 37 seconds left in this first half. Drive around the three-point line. Fulmar with the screen. Robinson, head fake. Pulls up at the free throw corner. Can't connect. Darrell White with another rebound. Being hounded by a couple of Snipers in the backcourt and pushes it ahead. That is Miles. Draws a contact. Does not get the bucket, but gets himself to the line instead. Free throws coming up here. The first one is up, and it is good for Jontavius Miles. Miles has given them some nice minutes here off the bench. 52-49 in favor of the Vipers. However, the Snipers can hold for the final possession with no shot clock. Miles connects on both free throws. 53-49 in favor of Georgia. Jackson with possession. Turnover right at center court, and the Vipers are putting on the clamps there. Cornelius Thomas. Nice finish off the turnover. 4 seconds left in the first half. A travel by Trey Jackson, and the Vipers, like they did in the first quarter, looking to finish the second in a flurry and have one more chance for a shot before the end of the first half. 3 seconds left. They are up ahead, 55-49. And it looks like an off-the-ball foul and a turnover by the Vipers, and the Snipers get possession right back. A little bit of a strange sequence there. And they will have the Snipers inbound right near their own bench. 10 seconds left on the inbound. Nice steal there by Cornelius Thomas. Cheney, a three to end the quarter. Can't connect. And that is how the first half ends here in Dothan, Alabama. So the Georgia Vipers finishing with another flurry there at the end of this first half. It is the Georgia Vipers 55 and the Dothan Snipers 49. We will take a short break, and we will be back here in just a moment.
When I came home from prison in 2001, I had a tough time finding a job. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? When you get to that part of the application, your heart starts beating fast, your hands become sweaty. It doesn't matter your education or work experience. That's gonna be the determining factor.
What up, man? What's up with you? Nothing, man. How you get it, man? Regular military, got no signs.
I would fill out an application and they tell me that they're not hiring, but they got now hiring signs on the window.
Did that make you go back to doing some of the things that you were doing before?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they force you to.
Set up.
It's like set up. It's systematically set up for you to have to go back. I was 3 years old when the U.S. Marshals came, beat down the door, and got my dad. Maybe like 5 the second time. I just kept asking my mom, like, yo, where's my dad? Where's he at? He would tell my grandmother, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm trying to get my life right.
What up, boy? What's up with you, boy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Being a barber changed my dad. Being able to have a community that he can turn to when he needed something, that helped him a lot.
That was a hard moment for me last year.
All those ups and downs that you've been through, to look at you now, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to call you my dad, man.
What you just said right there is what it was all about. Everything that I've done was for that. Now I can retire. So I can retire now. Old man still got it.
Ooh, now that look good, man.
Welcome back to Dothan, Alabama, as we get things rolling here in the second half. Georgia Vipers leading 55-49 over the Dothan Snipers. Darrell White driving in, and he draws some contact. Will get himself to the line for 2 free throws as we get things going here in this third quarter. Dothan Snipers took advantage coming back in that second quarter, 25-19, to make this a 6-point game. And right now, Darrell White is at the line for 2 free throws. And that first one does not connect. Second free throw on the way is up and good. Makes it a 56-49 game here for Georgia. Let's see if the Dothan Snipers have another run to make things close. Baseline drive for Jeremy Shannon, and a nice soft finish there at the rim. Brings the Snipers back to within 5. White into the front court. Moody is there with him, sets up the screen. He'll stop and pop at the top of the arc for 3. Can't connect. Cheney with the offensive rebound as it goes off the hands of one of the snipers. Looks like it was off of Robinson. We have a whistle for a stoppage. And my suspicion is that the shot clock did not reset. 9:10 remaining here in the third. Just getting underway here in Dothan, Alabama for the second half. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference of the PBA, and so far the game has really lived up to expectations. Some of the fans growing a little restless as they want this game to resume. And it looks like one of the officials are talking to one of the coaches for the Georgia Vipers. Hard to tell what that conversation is entailing, but that is the reason for the stoppage of play here currently. And the crowd is ready to get this game back underway, and so are we. All right, conversation is over. Inbound set to begin at the Georgia bench, and Cheney is there to receive it. Cheney holding the ball above his head, finds Moody near the Georgia bench. Spin move, loses it, and here come the Dothan Snipers in transition. Alley-oop up to Robinson. He can't convert, but goes back up with it and finishes the tough way at the glass. And it's now a 4-point deficit here for the Snipers. White into the front court now, uses the Moody screen. He'll launch from three in response and calmly puts that one through. 60-53 now for the Vipers. 8:34 remaining here in the third. Fulmar coming up for the screen to help Trey Jackson out. Jackson on the drive, up and under move. Can't connect and finish with the right hand. And the Vipers with another rebound. Thomas bringing it into the front court. Mendenhall on the drive. Finds Moody at the free throw circle. Moody bullies his way through. A bit of an off-balance shot at the glass, but gets it to fall. And the Vipers back up by 9. On the drive, trying to break the full-court defense. Neal in a bit of trouble. Dribbles right into the double team. Mendenhall, a steal, and a layup right there off the turnover. Vipers now have their first double-digit lead of this contest as they're up by 11, 64-53. And a dunk at the other end makes this a 9-point game again. Moody down low. Draws contact. A late whistle. And we have a foul on Jeremy Shannon for the Snipers. And so on that foul, it will be Varyan Moody to the line for 2 free throws. First one on the way is up and good. Moody was actually one of the 5 players in double figures in that victory over the Montgomery Knights. He had 16 points. First free throw is good, puts the Vipers back up by double digits. And Moody gets both free throws and makes the most of his opportunity there. And now it's an 11-point lead. 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Robinson into the front court. Dothan needs to put together a run here. Driving into the lane, needing a little bit of help, and finds his teammate Fulmar across the way. Robinson, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Robinson on the drive. Too strong off the glass. Can't connect. And here come the Vipers again. Thomas, Mendenhall, a 3. Bang, bang. The Vipers up by 14. Georgia Vipers catching fire here. The largest lead of this contest. And the Snipers are a bit on the ropes right now. Another turnover. Cheney comes up with a steal. Cornelius Thomas. Easy finish at the glass, and the Dothan Snipers need to stop the bleeding right now. They call a timeout to talk things over. The Georgia Vipers in control on this one. 6:44 left in the third. They lead 71-55. You're watching PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891. We'll be right back. As both teams take the floor once again here in Dothan, Alabama, the question for the Dothan Snipers is, what answer do they have for this Georgia Viper flurry that's taking place right now? This looks very similar to the end of the first quarter, which is where the Georgia Vipers took control of this one, and it's happening really pretty much yet again. And that full court defense is having some problems there for the Snipers. A three on the way, can't connect. Moody with the rebound, bounces it ahead to Thomas. Thomas pulls up from mid-range, off front iron. Moody tried to tip it in, coming from across the way. Can't connect, and Jordan Neal with the rebound. Here come the Snipers. Jackson, a three to stop the bleeding, and that will definitely help. 71-58, Cheney into the front court for the Vipers. Cheney to his right, drops it off for Mendenhall. A three in response, and rattles that one home. Alquan Mendenhall trading threes there, and the Vipers will do that for the rest of the game if they want. Neal on the drive. Last touch by him. Another turnover going right back to the Georgia Vipers, and things starting to come apart at the seams for the Dothan Snipers. Trey Jackson heading to the bench for a bit of a breather. Jamarcus Nunnally checking in. And here is Darrell White bringing it up into the front court. 5:47 remaining in this third quarter. Mendenhall, he's feeling it from three. Can't connect on that one. Offensive rebound going back to Cornelius Thomas. Blocked on the way up by Fulmar. He grabs the rebound himself. A three on the way. Can't connect. A loose ball foul will stay right here. And I think they got Cornelius Thomas going over the back. And so with that loose ball foul, possession will stay with the Dothan Snipers. Baseline inbound coming up here as both teams are getting set. Robinson on the baseline on the inbound finds Fulmar in the bounce pass. Neal with a spin move over the shoulder and gets the nice finish at the glass. Still a 14-point deficit here for the Snipers as White will bring it up the floor. 15 seconds left on the shot clock here as White gets into the front court. White on the drive, up and under move, can't connect. Thomas a rebound. He can't put it back. Third chance here as the Vipers are really attacking the glass now. Cheney, fake pass. Was looking for a White, but instead Jackson overplayed the passing lanes and he called a timeout as he was cornered by that double team. 4:55 left in the third. The Dothan Snipers need a response here as they trail 74-60 against the Georgia Vipers. More action from Dothan, Alabama, right after this.
Tour be lit. First of all, to even be on tour, you got to be one of the super duper flies.
People in Atlanta, they love Slutty Vegan, but like outside of Atlanta, it's crazy.
The adrenaline rush that you get from it is amazing.
We do celebrity events, casting calls, video shoots.
When they say it's fresh and ready to go, like it's fresh and ready to go. We do it all ourselves. No machines, no nothing. We literally just got flat tops, grills, and fryers.
Being on the road and being on tour specifically, it's like you're a celebrity.
Been to Boston, Tampa, Alabama a few times, North Carolina.
The fact that we are able to travel together is like a whole different relationship.
I like to call us like we're like Fast and Furious, right? Like it's, you know, we're on the road. We're not in expensive cars or muscle cars, but we're in a big giant yellow truck.
If somebody's got it and they're special and you see it and you want to work somewhere where you can just be yourself, this is the place. We make good tip money. You get to meet all types of people and it's fun.
Midway through the third quarter here, 4:59 left in the third. The Vipers leading the Dothan Snipers 74-60. Philip Kern here on the call for Triangle Media by 1891. As the Vipers have really taken control in this third quarter, looking to create some separation between them and the Dothan Snipers, who are currently only a half a game behind them in win-loss record. Georgia 8-2, Dothan 7-2. And for the first half of this one, it looked to be a highly competitive game, and we would look to be in for a good one. However, the Georgia Vipers have really created some separation for themselves here in this third quarter. And a big response after Dothan used a second quarter where they outscored Georgia 25-19 to get back into this. But that feels like a long time ago at this point. And on the near sideline, Jalen Robinson set to inbound for the Dothan Snipers. Georgia Vipers still utilizing that full court press defense, and why not? It's been causing Dothan all sorts of problems. As Fulmar goes up, and he draws a contact from Varyan Moody for the foul. And so Fulmar will head to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw on the way from Fulmar. Rattles that one home. Probably could hear the fan in the crowd saying, "No pressure, Adrian." And so far on that first free throw, didn't seem to be exhibiting any after effects of that pressure, and gets both free throws in. 74-62 now for the Vipers. Thomas to White into the front court. White back to Thomas. Baseline drive, kicks it out. Cheney for 3. Good ball movement and nice finish. Cheney quietly drops that 3. Vipers back up by 15. 4:32 left in the third. Jackson kicks out to Robinson near the Dothan bench. Robinson, he'll pop from 3. Nicely done there on the response. Cuts the deficit back to 12. 4:16 left in the third. Cornelius Thomas into the front court, finds Cheney. Cheney, he'll launch to respond. Too strong out back iron. Here comes Jordan Neal the other way. 3-on-3 break. Neal back out. Jalen Robinson, good look at a 3. Off front iron. Offensive rebound for Shannon, and he draws the contact on the way up, and he'll get himself to the line. Free throws are big right now for the Dothan Snipers. Gives them a chance to cut into the deficit with the clock stopped. Jeremy Shannon dropping the first free throw. If Dothan could put together a run and make this a single-digit game by the end of the third quarter, I think they would take that. As Shannon makes both free throws. 3:58 to go here in the third. Lead is now 10 for the Georgia Vipers. Cheney into the front court. Drives in on Shannon. Steps back towards the bench. Now finds Mendenhall near the center court circle. Mendenhall to his left. Uses the Moody screen. Moody, head fake, spin move, right to the rim, and the finish. Varyan Moody is a load to guard. Good luck trying to block him. 3:28 left in the third. Robinson weaving his way through the Georgia Viper defense. Finds an open Jeremy Shannon. Goes up and draws the contact, and will get the foul. I believe they got Mendenhall for the reach on the way up, and that is indeed the case. And so Jeremy Shannon gets himself back to the line for 2 more free throws. Rattles that one in and out. A bit short there for Jeremy Shannon. Second free throw on the way. Makes 1 out of 2 and brings the Snipers back to within 11. White to Thomas near the Georgia bench. 3:15 left in the third. Bounce pass to Moody. Moody drives in on Fulmar. Draws the contact, and it will be a 2-shot foul. Jeremy Shannon on the defensive side of things, drawing the contact, and I'll tell you what, Varyan Moody is a mismatch for him, not just height-wise, but Varyan is much wider. So if he gets position established down low, he is tough to move off that block. Varjan Moody is ready at the free throw line. And chat with some of the coaching staff over on his bench. Moody, a couple of dribbles, ready for his first free throw attempt. And drops that one in like butter. And a substitution as Cornelius Thomas heads to the bench. And that looks to be Izell Pierce, who is checking back in. Had some minutes in the first half. And Moody is ready for his second free throw. Free throws up and gently rattles that one home as he gets the shooter's roll. And Moody will head to the bench. 81-68 now in favor of the Vipers. 3:07 left in the third. Jason Sipley is checking back in. Kicking out. Fulmar, a good look at a three, and a line drive shot attempt goes through. 81-71 now in favor of the Vipers. If the Snipers can put together a couple of stops here, they can get themselves back into this game. Question is, who will be that guy to get those stops for them? Vipers, meanwhile, continuing to move the ball well. No sooner do I say that, a turnover, a steal there by Jeremy Shannon. Gets the push, and did they say he went up for the shot? It looks like the ruling is no. And so with 2:32 remaining in the third, and the substitution forthcoming. Jalen Robinson on the baseline, ready to inbound it for the Snipers. And hold on a second, it looks like they have reversed their ruling and claimed that it is a shooting foul. And so Jeremy Shannon to the line for free throws. And he gets the first one, and for the first time in a while, the Snipers are back to within single digits. 81-72 is your score, 2:32 remaining in the third. Shannon, free throw on the way, is up and good. And so now the Dothan Snipers have cut into the deficit a bit. They now only trail by 8. Pearson to the front court, goes to his left. There's Darrell White. Dribbling in on Fulmar, looking for Sipley. He's down on the low block, but instead it's a turnover to the Snipers. And in transition, that's Jordan Neal with the finish. And look out, here they come. 81-75. Two and a half minutes to go, but interestingly enough, the scoreboard clock isn't moving. Jackson in transition. Oh, what a finish with the right hand by Jalen Robinson. And the Georgia Vipers need to talk some things over. You've seen a double-digit lead nearly evaporate into single digits. It's now 81-77 in favor of the Vipers. So it appears we have a little bit of a confusion here. from what I can observe, it is the Georgia Vipers who will inbound it near the Dothan bench, and that's exactly what happens. Mendenhall, right near our camera angle, loses it off his leg, and here come the Snipers again. Neal drops it off to Robinson, and we have a one-basket game now. Making it really interesting here. Final 2 minutes of play here in the third. Pierce feeds it to Cyples down low. And draws the contact on the way up, and will get 2 more free throws. Everything was great about that defense except that reach right at the very end. And Jason Cyples. First free throw on the way. Off front iron and can't connect. Second free throw from Cyples is good. Vipers now up by 3. This is still a one-basket game. Snipers could tie it right here on this trip up. Vipers still in that full-court press defense. Vipers getting ready to inbound. 1:56 left in the third. Substitution coming in here for the Snipers as Trey Jackson heads to the bench. And that is Des Cole checking in his place. 3-ball on the way. Thomas skying up for it. Couldn't connect, but tapped it around to John Tavis Miles. New shot clock forthcoming. Miles drives inside off the head fake, and that was a very pretty head fake indeed. 84-79, a turnover in the backcourt, and there is Cortez Cheney with the finish. Full court defense really paying dividends here for the Vipers. Lost in center court by Jordan Allen. And moving it ahead, and it is the Georgia Vipers. Very similar to that first quarter, they are really stretching this lead now, 88-79. Going after the ball, this is nearly a steal. Robinson gets into the front court. Robinson to Shannon. Shannon, cross-court pass. Robinson, head fake, drives in, and the finish with the right hand. 55 seconds left in the third. Vipers still up by 7. Cheney to his left. Swinging it around now to John Tavis Miles. Miles loses it on the spin move. It's Jalen Robinson who came up with the steal and gets the free layup. 88-83 in favor of the Vipers. Shot clock is still on. 18 seconds left. And a steal by Jordan Neal. 1-on-2 break for the Snipers if he hurries. But it's a turnover as it was stolen right back by the Vipers. Pierce, a 3. Oh my, just sat it there for just a moment. Offensive rebound here for the Snipers. Actually, defensive rebound there. Pushing it ahead, and oh, nice. Back in the transition by Jordan Neal. And so at the end of 3, it's still very much competitive for either of these teams. Your score 90-83 in favor of the Georgia Vipers. We will take a short break, and we will come back with the fourth quarter of action from Dothan, Alabama on Triangle Media by 1891. We'll be right back.
Italian Twine offer detail and luxury with styles for both men and women.
I love them. Clean, go good with suits, like you say. 2 young brothers, HBCU grads.
It's called Italian Twine. It's just a black-owned watch company, and I'd like to support all black everything.
Also, shout out to Italian Twine for this amazing watch. is the one my wife got me. Love this watch, one of my favorite pieces. I always been in the watch, always been collecting watches, man. And I really like this.
The Virginia-based company, founded in 2014, has been featured in Men's Health, The Robb Report, Black Enterprise, Huffington Post, New York Magazine, Cosmopolitan, and more.
The actual band is interchangeable. This is a fire brand, dope watch, man.
We welcome you back to Dothan, Alabama, as some final court maintenance is taking place. They're ready to start the fourth quarter here in Dothan, Alabama. Still very much anybody's ball game here, as the Vipers currently ahead, but it is still very close. $90-83 your score here for the Vipers. As the Snipers getting ready to start here. Neal on the drive. Turnover by the Snipers as Cheney came away with a steal. Cornelius Thomas with the basket there. And the Vipers now up 92-83. Neal on the drive the other way. Nice response there. Cuts the deficit back to within 7. A 3 on the way from Cheney, off front iron. Pierce with the rebound. Cornelius Thomas was right there under the basket. Can't connect, but gets his own rebound and gets the putback. Neal in the front court, 94-85 for the Vipers. Draws the contact and will get himself to the line. And on that first free throw, no good there from Jordan Neal. And a minute into this one, the Snipers really need all the points that they can get at this point to try and stay with the Vipers. Neal's second free throw on the way. Can't connect, but there is Fulmar with the well-timed putback. And that's exactly what they needed there. 8:54 left here in the fourth. Cheney on the drive, kicking it out to Miles. Miles loses it on the way up, but they still recover it. Miles, a 3 off front iron, tries to track down his own miss. Instead, it's the Snipers who come up with it. Fulmar with a big rebound. Pushing it ahead, up and under move by Jordan Neal. He's coming up with some big buckets here for the Snipers. 8:20 left in this one. And stand corrected here, just to inform you on that one, as Pierce knocks down the fadeaway jumper. It's actually now 94-91 in favor of the Vipers. So still very competitive here. Jordan Neal with the spin move, up and under move, off the glass, count it, and gets the and one. Jordan Neal, Mr. Fourth Quarter here for the Dothan Snipers. He's keeping them competitive. And with this free throw trip, they have a chance to tie this one up. 2 minutes into the fourth. And the back and forth contest continues here in Dothan, Alabama. Neal with the free throw to tie this one up. He does. And that double-digit lead that the Vipers had at one point has all but evaporated. Snipers coming up to give the Vipers a taste of their own medicine with the full court defense. Cheney into the front court. Snipers back off. Cheney on the drive to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Pierce. Pierce being guarded by Fulmar. Pierce on the drive. Back out to Cheney. A three off right iron. Rebound by the Snipers, and it goes to Fulmar. Fulmar pushing it ahead to Jackson. Jackson met up at the top by Miles. It's rejected. Back the other way. Mendenhall tried to score up a three, but couldn't do it. Feeds it down low to Miles, and gets the basket, and the Vipers retake the lead. Vipers back in front. Robinson drawing the contact on Jontavis Miles, and that will be a foul. 7:20 left here in the fourth. Still very much anybody's ball game. Dothan Snipers won that third quarter, 36-33. Fulmar receives the inbound from Robinson. And now it'll be back to Robinson as he will be at the controls for this offense. Robinson to his right, tries to shake Miles. The spin move, the spin, and the left-handed finish at the rim. Jalen Robinson making his own luck there. He is a certified bucket. 96 apiece here, 7 minutes left in the fourth. Miles, a drive in response, draws the contact. And they deem it a push foul. The Dothan Snipers do not agree. And the fans protesting, they are wanting an offensive foul, but instead it will be 2 free throws for Jontavis Miles. Probably hear the protestations from the Dothan fans, not exactly agreeing with that last call, but it is Jontavis Miles to the line and rattles in that first free throw. Miles had a nice game in that win against the Montgomery Knights. 11.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. Did a little bit of everything there for the Vipers, and has just given them the lead once again, 97-96, and makes both free throws. So Jontavis Miles with some nice minutes off the bench for the Vipers. Here come the Snipers the other way. Kicks it out. A three to give them the lead. And there we go. Des Cole with the corner three. Snipers out in front by 1. Haven't led for quite some time. Cheney on the drive. Into the key. Nice drop off to Cornelius Thomas for the finish. And here comes the back and forth. Exactly what we expected between these two teams towards the top of the Eastern Conference. This game, everything we expected and then some. Robinson on the drive at the free throw line. Pulls up for a jumper. Tries to follow his own miss. Tips out to Jackson. Jackson to Cole. Another three. Can't hit. Rebound pulled down there by the Vipers. And that was Mendenhall with the board. Cheney bounces it around. Passes out to Pierce. Far corner mid-range, and he was just inside the three-point line, and he gives the Vipers a 3-point lead. 5:58 left here in regulation. Vipers turning up the pressure on defense. Pushing it ahead are the Snipers. Robinson to Fulmar to tie this one up. Off front iron. And they rule a push-off on that rebound. A loose ball foul on the Vipers. Mendenhall does not like the call. So the possession will stay with the Snipers. Jackson on the inbound finds Robinson in the near corner. Robinson draws the foul at the three-point line, and it will be a foul on, looks like Miles, and yes, that is the call. But good awareness there by Jalen Robinson. But they're saying that it's no free throws. Interesting. Fulmar trying to protest his case there on behalf of his teammate. But yes, they are saying no free throws. That is the final call. Fans trying to get a little restless here. Waiting to resume this contest here, and another stoppage. And we have a foul away from the ball on Izell Pierce. Ball wasn't even inbounded, and we have a foul call. Energy really starting to build here in Dothan, Alabama. You can probably hear some of the Let's Go Snipers chants that are starting up from some of the kids in the crowd. And so with that foul, that will send Fulmar to the line. And Fulmar rattles that one home on the line drive shot. 102 to 100, 5:40 left in the fourth. Should be a very fascinating way to see how this one ends up between two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. Fulmar's second free throw. Up and good, and the deficit is now only one. 5:36 left in regulation. Cheney into the front court. Pulls up, had a foot on the line, can't connect. Miles with the rebound and a new possession for the Vipers. Mendenhall for three, off right iron. Another rebound by Miles. He is everywhere right now. Feed down low, and that one is good for the Vipers. They're now back up by three. It looked to be Cheney with that basket there. The Snipers still within a bucket. Jackson, head fake for three, drives inside, loses it on the way up. Transition opportunity here for the Vipers. Cornelius Thomas sent away. Good hustle by Jeremy Shannon to go back for the block. Clock stopped, 4:55 left in regulation. Still very much anybody's ball game here. Pierce on the inbound on the baseline. Finds Miles down low. Nobody was covering him, and he had all sorts of daylight on the low block. Here's the inbound to Jackson. Jackson to Neal, full speed ahead, draws the contact, and he draws the foul. Pierce is protesting, and looks like they got him for the contact. And so with that foul, Jordan Neal gets himself to the line for two free throws, but we will have a timeout on the floor. 4:42 remaining in regulation. Vipers ahead 106 to 101, but still very much anybody's ball game. More to come from Dothan, Alabama on Triangle Media by 1891. More after this. And so out of the timeout, Jordan Neal to the line for two free throws. Trying to keep the Snipers in this one. First free throw on the way is up and good. Jordan Neal nearly had a double-double in that win over the Montgomery Knights. 9 points and 9 rebounds, but he has been a big reason as to why the Snipers are still in this game. He's had some big moments here in this fourth quarter. Second free throw up, and it is good. Lead is now 3 for the Georgia Vipers. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. Miles bringing it up into the front court. Good defensive play there by Fulmar. He nearly jumped out of the building to swat that one away. Possession still stays with the Vipers, but good athleticism there by Adrian Fulmar. Pierce on the inbound. Cheney now with it near the Viper bench. Thomas to his right. Kicking it around. Cheney, a three on the way. Would have been a big three if that went down. Instead, it's Shannon with the rebound for the Snipers. Robinson losing it in transition. Miles comes up with the rebound. 4-on-2 break. Pierce goes up with it and gets the finish. Had some contact, but no whistle. But the Vipers now back up by 5. 4:02 left in regulation. Shannon into the front court. Vipers sagging back a little with a zone type of look. Neal directing traffic. We have a whistle, and looked like one of the Georgia Viper coaches was pointing something out. And so with that stoppage, 3:50 left in regulation. And looks like they're trying to figure out the shot clock here. Currently stands at 9 seconds left, and that's how it will stay. 7 seconds left. Neal needs to make a decision here. Neal lofts it up. Can't connect, and here come the Vipers in transition. Mendenhall, a three. Bang! Vipers now hitting the gas here. 3:30 left in regulation. They're now up by 8. Bounce pass to Neal. Neal out to Shannon. Shannon loses it. Turnover, and it's a steal by Thomas, and he is grabbed on the jersey in transition. Clock stopped at 3:21 left in the fourth quarter. And the Georgia Vipers have an opportunity to really put some distance between themselves and the Snipers. And it will be Cortez Cheney who will inbound it near the scorer's table. John Tavis Miles now into the front court. 3:16 remaining in regulation. Vipers up 111 to 103. Cheney near the Viper bench. Try to drive in on Shannon, but doesn't. Nice cut there by Miles, and he gets the basket right at the glass, and the Vipers now have a double-digit lead again. 2:56 left in regulation. Here comes that full-court defense again. Shannon, a good look at a three. He'll take it and will not make it. Airmails that one, and it falls out of bounds back to the Vipers. Snipers with their backs to the wall here. They need to get some baskets, and they need to get some consecutive stops here. Cheney dribbles it off his leg, but Shannon closely guarding him. Cheney pulls up from mid-range, off left iron. Good rebound there by Robinson. And they needed to get that stoppage there. It looks like Robinson took a hand to the face, or may have just come down awkwardly, and this might be a bit of a problem here for the Snipers. Initially, it looked like he was holding his face. It kind of looked like he got slapped on the way up on the rebound, but now it looks like it may be a cramping issue. Have to hope that Jeremy Shannon is okay. He's been logging a lot of minutes here in this contest. And you hear the applause from the fans here in Dothan, Alabama. As it looks like Jeremy Shannon, actually that's Jalen Robinson, I beg your pardon. He was the injured Dothan Sniper, walking a little bit gingerly toward the exit. And the way it's looking right now, I think it's a little bit doubtful that he returns to this one with only 2.5 minutes left. That is a big, big loss for the Snipers. Especially after you consider how big of a game he had against the Montgomery Knights. Led all scores with 30 points. And so instead it'll be Jordan Allen who takes the free throws and can't connect on the first one. And Jalen Robinson still being helped to the bench by his teammate Des Cole. Can't even put any weight on that leg. That is not a good sign. Second free throw, the miss being tracked down by Jordan Neal, but goes out of bounds back to the Vipers, and Jordan Neal a little slow to get up. But he seems to be okay now. Miles into the front court for the Vipers. 2:25 left in this one. Try to feed it inside to Pierce, but instead it's a steal. Back to the Snipers it goes. Shannon on the drive. Fadeaway jumper, can't connect. Allen on the putback. He misses everything. And it will stay with the Snipers here as Allen will inbound on the baseline. A three from Jackson, just a bit short off front iron. Another transition opportunity for the Vipers, and Cornelius Thomas gets the shooter's roll, and they're really starting to pull away here. Final 2 minutes of regulation, Vipers up by 12. A three on the way from Shannon, can't connect, and nothing going right here for the Snipers right now. Mendenhall, a three, that is good, and that will pretty much ice it for the Georgia Vipers, and Mendenhall knew it at that point. 1:43 left in regulation. And the Georgia Vipers wanting some noise from their fans, and they are getting it as they use a late fourth quarter run to pull away. And it looks all but certain they will move to 9-2 on the season. We'll take a short break, and we'll bring you more from Dothan, Alabama on Triangle Media by 1891. A late fourth quarter run looks to be the difference here for the Georgia Vipers, as they are ahead 118-103, 1:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It was very competitive up until the second half of this fourth quarter, and the Georgia Vipers really using one of those patented late quarter runs to come away with some space between these two teams as Trey Jackson launches a three. Cannot connect, but it is Jordan Neal with the offensive rebound. 1:27 left to go. Neal looking for Fulmar down low, and instead Jackson comes out beyond the three-point line. Jackson tries to feed Fulmar down low, and it looks to be a shot clock violation. And some of the fans not happy with that, and I think Jordan Neal looks a little confused. Well, the refs did say 24-second shot clock violation, and now here is the inbound to John Tavis Miles. Miles into the front court, and we have a whistle for a stoppage. And I think we have some issues here with the clock going on. But the Georgia Vipers with some substitutions here. Varian Moody will check in. Isaiah Pierce getting some hand slaps from the teammates on the bench. There is a three attempt on the way from Jordan Allen. Can't connect, and it is Alquan Mendenhall with the rebound. Final minute of regulation in this one. And Cheney gets the mid-range jumper. 17-point lead now for the Vipers, their largest of this contest, just when they needed it most. Jeremy Shannon into the front court. He gets the layup. They'll pad his stats a little bit. And with 38 seconds left in regulation, it is the Vipers ahead 120-105. Miles, the Euro step, draws some contact, and he will get two more free throw attempts. With this almost all but certain at this point, it would take a miracle type of run for the Snipers to get back into this one. The Vipers will improve to 9-2 on the season. The Snipers will fall to 7-3. Miles' first free throw is up and gets the shooter's roll to have a drop. Lead back up to 16 now for the Vipers. Second free throw on the way from Miles. Calmly drops that one in. Final 30 seconds of regulation. Neal stops and pops from three. Can't connect. Jordan Allen, he can't get the putback. Mendenhall pushing it ahead. Moody, he'll launch from three and can't connect. They kick it back out. They give Moody another chance. He can't connect again. Offensive rebound. Moody swings around. Mendenhall, he'll try it from three. He can't connect. 10 seconds left. Moody up and under. Gets the basket there. 5 seconds left in regulation. Going back the other way. And that is going to do it. Final score 124-105 for the Georgia Vipers. A big win over their Eastern Conference foe. And the Georgia Vipers getting some celebratory hand raises for their fans as they will do some handshakes right along the far sideline. And what a way for the Georgia Vipers to come away with that victory on that one. And with that, we will wrap things up here from Dothan, Alabama. I want to thank you for joining us for this broadcast. We'll try to give you some final numbers here in just a moment. But what a performance here for the Georgia Vipers. That was just absolutely impressive, especially holding the Dothan Snipers to just 20 points in that fourth quarter. That honestly, truly was an impressive one. For everyone here at Triangle Media by 1891, this is Philip Kern. Thank you very much for watching.
Tonight's
We'll see you next
presentation
time.
of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
Thank you.